Wait, are we seriously doing this?
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone?
Well, it's about damn time. Honestly, I kind of half expected to just keep being distracted by new shiny rocks, but, well, I'm not complaining. So join me on this Oriental-inspired brain sizzling as we meet a cast of characters that, at this point, I'd consider my friends. Kill me for what I'm about to do, please, dear God.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. The job's a joke you broke.
Yeah, it certainly come alright.
Paging Dr. Bataglia.
Welcome back to my new favorite simulator when it comes to impromptu plastic surgery. Our chief surgeon on this adventure is the most autistic man in the mythical land of Japan, because nowhere else but a fantasy setting would shit like this happen. Kazuma Kiryu is an expert in face smashing, bone breaking, dick flattening, and totally not killing that person. I assure you, officer, that man is just taking a very long nap. But hey, can you blame the man? After all, he's still depressed about his oath brother having drunk from the cum chalice last year.
Shit,
So he gets to commit a bit of murder as a treat. As we are there mourning our fallen comrade, plot point from the previous game shows up and becomes plot point of the current game. Well, at least Haruka didn't get kidnapped this time.
For now.
Fuck you mean for now. Kiryu is now tasked once again with saving the Tojo clan from complete annihilation. So basically just a Tuesday. In order to do that, we must travel to Miami, Japan with a very impetuous brat.
Games on your phone?
We are sent there to negotiate peace with Santa Claus, who is the leader of the Omi Alliance. Oh man, I sure hope nobody finds the cum chalice while we're out. God fucking damn it. The negotiations, however, go surprisingly smoothly, as the leader wants peace, but then we get interrupted by the Florida people.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and today we're kidnapping Santa Claus.
Oh god, he took the fucking brat as well. Thankfully, the police are here to put a stop to these crazy shenanigans. Wait, no, you got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. I'm not from Florida. I'm not from Florida. See? Now this is what you get for arresting the wrong person. Take me to the bar. What? As Sayama sits in her alcoholic coma for a while, let's talk about the gameplay for a bit. Seeing as Kiwami 2 is done on an entirely new engine, which is incredibly physics-based as well. God, Source 2, let's go! Because of this, the combat has an incredibly crunchy and guttural feeling to it. It truly makes you feel like each and every single punch is ruining a man's life. Or you just ruined a man's life because he started phasing into the air after you knocked him out. Guess God has him now. Hopefully it's not the Ultra Kill God. And because Kiryu over here is a big boy, breaking the laws of physics causes him to metabolize like an actual fucking dragon. The Dragon of Dojima? More like the Nikocado Avocado of Dojima. Ha! Got him! Oh wait. And eating food is tied to the upgrade system in this game and please excuse me for a second. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the actual cancer I got from this upgrade system. Like, Jesus Christ, that's one of the worst upgrade systems I've ever seen. Okay, RGG, just give me the address of the person that designed the system. I promise, I simply want to send them a present. They'll be blown away by how amazing it is. Okay, let's just make our way back to Kaoru and see... No, I don't want to be a pimp again, no! Jesus Christ, I thought I'd never escape. Dear God, please, just get me as far away as possible from this place. Wait, what's that? We're going back to Kamurocho? Hell yeah, let's go. Ah yes, the streets of Tokyo. You can just taste the air. Tastes like lung cancer. Now that we're back in Tokyo, it's time to get reacquainted with the ADHD creatura. Ah yes, the autism and the ADHD creatura, perfectly balanced as all things should be. In order to find him, we must travel to the land of bad UI design. And once we do, what does Mr. Goromi Mahjong want from us? He wants to fight again. God fucking damn it. Well, at least he had a hard hat on. After fracturing a few bones, he introduces us to his new side hustle, a construction company, one that is involved in several gang wars and whose employees are used as cannon fodder against said gangs. And he wants Kiryu to be the lead strategist during the turf wars. Now, while the idea of committing several Jisha violations sounds interesting to me, I do not want to play a real-time tactics game. Fuck you, Majima. We then find out that the Korean mafia is heavily involved in this whole mess and that they are big fans of the movie Face Off.
His face.
Because of that, we must now teach them that identity theft is wrong, but murder is okay. Oh god, call an ambulance quick, our friend is fucking dying. Well, shit. Well, doctor, I hope you're trained in necromancy.
Fucking guy.
After that, we get lost in the exposition dimension for an entire hour. In order to escape that dimension, we must beat the minimum wage workers. We finally get a tip on where Santa Claus' possible location might be. I guess this Christmas might be saved after all. Oh, you piece of fucking shit. Well, seeing as we have no further leads up in Tokyo, it's time to go back to Miami. But before that, let's take care of a fucking idiot and you grow up.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Okay, now let's go back to Florida for real. And while there, oh god, Kiryu fell in love with a Florida woman. And you see, Kiryu, this is why you don't date Florida people. Oh god, the breakup turned him into a Linkin Park fan. Fuck it, I'm gonna go start cutting. Oh, I can help with that. Fuck, I changed my mind. We then find out that Haruka's been fucking kidnapped. And we must go to the Impossible building in order to save Haruka and to ask what the taiga doing. The answer is that the taiga doing that. And then our resident Florida man shows up and does that. I swear I didn't edit that in any way. Well, you better not get kidnapped again, you little shit.
Just you wait.
After this, we return to Kamurocho, and now we finally know why the Korean mafia is here. You see, our adoptive deadbeat father owed the Korean mafia quite a large debt. You know, on account of murdering every single one of their members in Japan during the 80s. And well, on account of being our adoptive dad, we are now saddled with the debt. And trust me, these fuckers are here to collect. They even installed 33 camp chalices across the entire city. And we have to send Majima and his crew to disarm one. Goddamn, add that to the list of Jisha violation this man has committed. While we wait for Majima to handle that, shout out to Yakuza boss fights with a gun, gotta be one of my least favorite genders. And you know what, fuck it, I'll pay the fucking debts with my fists. Oh else someone paid it in bullets. And now in order to raise the stakes of this ending through the fucking roof, Kiryu's love interest is going to find out she's related to the main antagonist. Goddamn fucking soap opera, dear writing. And now it's time for the ending and they throw literally everything at us, including enemies with RPGs. Shout out to Yakuza enemies with RPGs, gotta be my least favorite gender. Fuck it, we going back to Kiryu's ancestral roots and kamikazing this bitch. Moshi moshi? Ah yes, the person on the other end is telling me that you should also go back to your ancestral roots and kamikaze that like and subscribe button. Hopefully you'll take me out with you. So we're now at the very end of the game and wait, Mr. Plotpoint, you're alive? Yes, and now a boss fight with a gun. I made an entire video on why guns are kino as shit, but this is torture. The implementation in this game on enemies is torture. Get me out! As he dies, he activates the biggest camp chalice yet. And while we wait for the bomb to blow up, it's time for the final battle with Florida Man himself. And I mean, I could make a low-hanging fruit joke about this being a gachi boss fight, but look, I did that in the last video, and this is simultaneously the gayest and straightest shit I've ever seen. And I'm bisexual. When I say that this is the gayest and straightest shit I've ever seen, I do fucking mean it. So I guess my only question at this point is, hey RGG, when are we getting the gay sex update? Well, Florida Man is dead, so the day is saved, and god fucking damn it, so is Santa Claus. Christmas is fucking ruined. Well, I'm sorry Haruka, but you're not going to be getting that Nintendo Wii. You're just gonna get orphans. Now, before we end things off, am I forgetting anything? Alright, the soundtrack. It is very good. It is an improvement over the original, and that was incredibly surprising considering Kiwami 1's state when it came to the soundtrack. And in case I'm forgetting anything else, I sure hope I am, because I didn't ask my friends to knock me over the head with a metal pipe for nothing. All I remember is that I had a vaguely painful experience that was relatively short and it felt like an AO3 visit. So overall, I recommend this game. It is incredibly fun and satisfies the little urge in my brain to break somebody's bones. And look, all memeing aside, the story is good. Do play it for that, but it will be a time investment to say the least. Now please excuse me, but I am trapped in a closet and there's a ghost outside of it trying to kill me. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!